In this 1917 photograph, a 19-year-old Al Capone can be seen standing alongside his father and uncle. Mother and child sleeping in a London tube station during the Blitz, circa 1941. Robert Wadlow, the 8 feet and 11 inches, 72 meters, tall giant, posing for a family photograph in year 1939. Buster Keaton, starring as Johnny Gray in the 1926 silent film The General, filmed in Cottage Grove, Oregon. A U.S. soldier savoring ice cream in Palermo, Sicily, bonding with 3 cousins during World War II, September 1943. A Bavarian immigrant captured between 1906 and 1914 by Augustus Frederick Sherman at Ellis Island, embarking on a new life in New York Harbor. A historic moment in London, 1903. A tram glides over the construction site of the iconic Piccadilly line. Crafting the skeletal structure and plaster surface for the left arm and hand of the Statue of Liberty at the Gadget, Gauthier and Company workshop in Paris, France, photographed in 1881. On board USS Nicholas, DD 449, a survivor of USS Helena, CL-50, receives first aid after being temporarily blinded by oil while swimming, following the Japanese torpedo attack during the Battle of Kula Gulf on July 6, 1943. At the New York Fulton Fish Market in May 1943, a dock stevedore proudly displays a lobster and its colossal claw, captured in a photograph by Gordon Parks. Inside RAF Coastal Command Headquarters at Northwood, Hertfordshire on July 9, 1943. An operations map aids in strategic planning. In a powerful moment on May 21, 1988, a mother's heartfelt embrace welcomes her son, a Soviet soldier, as he crosses the Soviet-Afghan border in Termez during the withdrawal of the Soviet army from Afghanistan. A defiant anti-Nazi demonstration takes to the streets, echoing the rising tensions of the time. Berlin, 1932. Captured in the 1870s, a glimpse of Bowhead House in Edinburgh, Scotland, a 16th century relic of the Old City, now lost to history after its demolition in 1878. On August 9, 1902, the elegant portrait of Consuelo Vanderbilt, Duchess of Marlborough, captures her timeless beauty and grace. The vibrant essence of New Orleans, Louisiana, comes to life in a market scene captured by Arnold Genther, circa 1920. Congressman Gerald Ford, later the 38th President of the United States, and presidential candidate Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, joined by their wives, attend a campaign event in Grand Rapids, marking a historic moment in American politics on October 1, 1952. In 1962, a timeless image of Marilyn Monroe on Santa Monica Beach, one of her final photos, radiating her iconic charm. The deconstruction of the Panama Pacific International Exposition reveals the Ohio building being floated to Coyote Point, a historic glimpse of changing times, year 1916. A snapshot of Anne Margaret beside her custom golf cart on the Paramount lot, captured by Mel Traxel, circa 1966. Captured around 1904, Holy Frog and Big Turnips, esteemed members of Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, immortalized in a photograph by Gertrude Kasebier, now preserved in the Library of Congress. Kaiser Wilhelm II of the German Empire, captured while casually smoking in Silesia by Oscar Telgman in 1913. In the 1970s, the enchanting Stevie Nicks, a musical icon, graced the era with her presence and talent. The beautiful and groovy Sharon Tate illuminated the silver screen with her roles in The Fearless Vampire Killers and Valley of the Dolls, year 1967. Tenant farmers stand at the back door of their farmhouse near Marseille, Illinois, on January 1937. A surrendered German submarine U-155 displayed near London's Tower Bridge in December 1918. On July 14, 1916, soldiers of the French 42nd Colonial Reserve Infantry Regiment proudly display their flag at a review in Paris, France, commemorating a momentous day. The end of a 600-year era. On November 17, 1922, the last Sultan, Vahideddin, departs Istanbul, marking a historic transition in the wake of the Ottoman Empire. Daring style. U.S. 17th Airborne paratroopers with Mohawk haircuts prepare for Rhine jump, Arras, France, March 23, 1945. In 1877, a portrait of a man wearing a kanmuri, a traditional Japanese headwear reserved for nobles and court officials. President Hoover and Chancellor Adolf Hitler meet in a historic encounter circa 1939. On November 22, 1963, Lee Harvey Oswald, charged with the assassination of the 35th U.S. President John F. Kennedy, photographed during a news conference at the Dallas Police Department headquarters. The American Liberty ship SOS Robert Rowan erupts in flames after being struck by German Junkers Ju-88 bombers off the coast of Gela, Sicily, in a dramatic wartime moment dated back on July 11, 1943. In 1941, a serene and misty night envelops Massachusetts, United States, creating an atmosphere of quiet beauty. That concludes our journey into the past. We hope you found it informative and entertaining. Until next time, safe travels.